We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Michael Dixon.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. The 20. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds his running back, Hyde. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On third down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Washington.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Second and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Rookie to rookie. On the hook up there, and it's a first down.
That's the
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks, nothing.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Check. 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 70 Timberwolves. Right there. Just me and you. That's just me and you.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure. That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Man to 60, man to 60. Switch.
On second down, a run with Lindsey. Burst by him near the 35. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
40-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
2nd and 10 on the Seahawks 40-yard line.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch his dirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murk, out the gate, on sight. Red free, red tight, set the bar, take flight.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Shaquem Griffin there.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson, flush to his right, letting one go deep for the end zone. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Now it's Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Chase Young, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
8 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
On third down, Wilson. Strong coverage by Washington, and now fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Big yardage that time for Washington. 51 yards.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
In your face.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They've got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Chris Carson.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
3rd down.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Tyree Jackson, 67 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So an electrifying run there as he calls his own number and takes it all the way.
Brings a new dynamic to this offense, doesn't he? And right now I'm picturing the offensive coordinator, the head coach in their minds, drawing up some more running plays for this guy because he brings some excitement to this offense.
And just a young rookie, a lot of electricity yet to come in this career. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Seahawks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
47. Check, 47. Check.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, it's Carson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
He was taken down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
380. I'm coming after you. 52 is the mic. Bring it.
This is Carson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Carson.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
No, check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. Push him back.
Here's Carson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
Like 80. Check 55 the mic. Let him know.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
got you, boy. Mike 5-5.
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A first throw now for the backup Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Darrell Taylor in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Albrecht Rosas on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Carson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Washington, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.